Are we on? Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this gorgeous sunny day. As usual, if the weather's nice, I'm out. Can't keep me in. So hopefully you're enjoying the sun as well. I know it's getting a bit blistering at times, but it's just nice. And if you can get in the shade, get your vitamin D levels up. Why not? So we're out here to do Pilates. I thought it's such a warm, lovely day. Let's take advantage. While your muscles are warm and pliable, let's stretch as much as we possibly can and just ease you off and stretch while the temperature's good. It's perfect weather for stretching, is this? So hopefully you have some space around you. Take me to the garden with you. Can you go outside or can you open? If you've got some French doors or some big window you can open or something. Get some air as well. Do it with me outside. That would be lovely. All we're going to need today is, although I haven't got anything, but if you've got something, a cushion, or if you do yoga or Pilates regularly, you might have a block or a brick, because we're going to use that later and we're going to do some wide sitting. So that's going to stretch the hamstrings and the back. So we get a double bubble with that one. We get two lots of stretches in one there. Water, obviously, because it's dry, so make sure you've got a bit of water by the side and keep drinking loads as well. Even when you think you're not thirsty, just have a little sip here and there. And what else can I say? I hope you're feeling fit and well. I'm going to take my shoes off and just check if the camera angle's right. Yes, it is, because I think you can see me there too. So that's very, very good. Very difficult to get the camera angle right for some reason. The screen is blocked out in the middle, so I only see the side. So I've got to keep juggling side to side, keep going from one side to the other to make sure that you can see me. So, without further ado, I think socks are going to have to come up as well. And it's just nice because there's a little bit of a breeze too, so it's very, very pleasant. So before I put the music on, let's start you off with your posture. So let's bring the feet in close together. We're going to fan out the toes and step out with your heels. And there you should have, oh, there's a stone under this. There you should have a nice bony landmark that marks your hips, your knees, and your ankles all tracking down nice and straight there. We're going to gently rock the pelvic girdle. So we've got this bony basin here at the bottom of the spine. And just imagine it's like a bowl, a soup bowl, and you've got your soup in it. If you tip too far forwards, the soup spills forwards. If you tip too far back, the soup spills over the back. So you find that middle point for you where your soup bowl is level. Okay, lift your chest and roll your shoulders up, back, and then down with your chin tucked in, and you're going to lengthen up through your spine. Okay, keep looking straight ahead, and I want you to just sway forwards and back. And that's going to help you find your center. Thinking, no need to lock it. They've slammed the door. I don't need to lock it. I'm not coming in. Okay, so once you've found your center there, and if I'm really nitpicking, third finger should run to the outside seam of your leggings or your shorts, whatever you're wearing there. Let's have some music. I'm going to try and keep it quite, it's going to be quite chilled. Wow, that sun's really, really warm on the back of my neck. Right, we're going to roll those shoulders up, back, and then down. And just enjoy that feeling. Get that mobility in your shoulders. Let your shoulder blades slot into your spine. Let's do two more. High roll. Okay, and with everything, it's all regular breathing. If we'd come across anything that's particularly breathtaking or intense, then we're going to do some breathing technique. But for everything we're doing now, just breathe naturally and normally. Okay, let's take the arms up to shoulder level. Uh-oh. Oh, that's all right. They're only going for an ice cream. Thought we were taking a shortcut around here. Okay, let's lift. Open your chest. Close and come down. So we're going to lift, open, close. Let's have a little sweep to the back. And that's a really lovely feeling. So I want you to really lift and open your chest. And just be aware of the muscles at the back of the body working. So your shoulder blades do a little squeeze together. And this time let's rise up off the heels. Ooh, bit of balance there. Let's just do that once again. Lift up off the heels, open, close. Now stay here. We're going to tip the pelvis back and just do some tiny pulse squats. So I want you to just lift one heel and carry on. So this is going to generate heat. I know, as if you need it. I know you're thinking that. It's going to get up to about 30 degrees, I think, on Sunday, isn't it? Hello to Margaret. I hope you're there. I can't see the screen, Margaret. Lovely Margaret, who's been following these classes for such a long time. Great to have your support. Okay, let's try this with one leg raised. Now either just hold your balance or try 8 tiny bends. Challenge your balance, relax the shoulders. Okay, let's switch, so heels raised. And let's just do tiny pulses. Remember to tip your pelvis back. So your tailbone pushes back to the back wall. Let's try this with that foot off the floor. See if you can hold still first. And then tiny bends. Keep your chin up. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift up. Ooh, that gets the legs working. Let's start to sweep the arms. Keep a little bit of flexion at the knees. It just feels so nice. Pilates is best done outside, isn't it? I hope you can join me outside. Maybe you could do, this is what I did at home. I put it on the table and then I went outside. I opened the door, put the computer on the table, went outside. Not the computer, just the iPad, I think it was. Right, we're going to touch at the top. Just a thought. Okay, once again, each arm. Now just let your arm just sweep across the body. Just like it's a really heavy, almost like it's not your own arm, it's somebody else's arm, and you're just going to sweep it across. And I want you to just let your shoulders drop. No tension there in your neck or your shoulders. Let's go to the other arm. We carry so much tension around, don't we, in our neck and shoulders. We carry bags. Our posture isn't always the best, so this is a good way just to make those shoulders really drop. Okay. Relax down. I'm going to put you into a split position. So this is where we step forwards. Now in my advanced classes, I tell them to come down into lunge. So if you feel quite strong there and your balance is going to keep you there for the next few minutes, fabulous. But if you want to make it just a bit more relaxed, straight legs. I'm going to keep a straight leg. So left leg back, left arm over. Let's just take the back into an arch. And come down, little sweep. Breathe in, breathe out. You might feel that. Just take your breath away a little bit. And come down, breathe in with me. Breathe out, make a shush. Let's do it once again. And try and go a fraction further. Okay, let's bring both arms into this. You don't have to, but you'll feel a little bit of extra pull as you lean back. Okay, 2 more, breathe in. Each one better than the last, of course. And down, this is your last one. Breathe in and breathe out. Now just hold your arms there at shoulder level. I've got my knees slightly bent, but not locked. We're going to turn around to that front leg, which is your right leg if you're doing the mirror image of me. We're going to turn around to that front leg. And just take a peek over your shoulder. Let's lengthen the arms, go a little bit quicker. There's some litter on the grass over there and it's really irritating, isn't it? I hate seeing it. Especially when there's bins around. I can understand when there aren't bins because people get frustrated, but there are bins around here. Okay, let's go into swoop. So we're going to come down, and then we're going to open up and show your chest to the sky. And come down. Lift and open. And come down. Last time. Okay, and come down. We're going to switch. Okay, so I've got my legs straight, just a little bit bent. Right leg back, sweep over with your right arm. Now just be careful on this one that you don't really tip your head right back. So you're just going to pull in with your chin, but just don't tip right back with your head. Come down. That's it. Just try and push your hips forwards to get the arch in your back and breathe. Okay, make this your last one. See if you can go a little bit further. And let's come down. Breathe in. Go away. And breathe out. Just a bit of wildlife. Ooh. And come down. Go breathe in. I'm quite lucky because the sun isn't right over my head. Breathe. And come down. Let's do it again. Go a little bit further, folks. I know you can do it. Oh, that feels great. And come down. Okay, we're going to hold the arms at shoulder level and turn around to that front leg. Take a peek around and look over your shoulder. Extend your arms. And just keep those shoulders relaxed and down. And just enjoy that range of movement that you've got. You might feel like you hit a brick wall. See if you can just push past it for 2 more. Okay, let's come down into swoop. Lift and open. Chest comes up. Ooh. Down into swoop. And just do that one once again. Draw up. Lift and open. Ooh. And come in. Give your legs a little shake there. Let's go to the roll down next. That's what it was. It was a twig. Let me just push this out. I'll get rid of that rubbish in a minute. Okay, folks, so we're going to do the roll down next. Set your feet at hip width apart. We're going to treat the spine like it's a wheel and it's going to roll to the ground. So take a deep, wide breath in, expand your rib cage. And as you breathe out, bring your chin down onto your chest. And I want you to let your hands slide down your thighs. We're going to go as close to the ground as it's possible for you to get. And do a little sweep around from one side to the other. Okay, let's come back into center. With your chin down, let's roll up and restack. And start to rise up off your heels for a big stretch at the top. And really lengthen, lift your chin. Ooh, ready for that roll down once again. So bring your chin down and let's slide right down. Okay, once again to that rotation, let's just sweep around. I'm just sweeping the mat as well. Okay, back to center, let's come up. So your head's gonna come up last. Ooh, and we're coming up off the heels for that stretch at the top. Go a little bit taller than you did on the first one. Even more, even more. Well done. Okay, let's come down. Drop that left arm. And we're going to reach and sway the hips. So this is nice. It gets that sideways. I was going to say sideways stretch, but we're not stretching. So it's that sideways mobility and just moving your spine in as many different planes as we can. So we've gone forwards, we've gone sideways, reach and hold it. Now just try and join up your hands, or if you're feeling strong, take a hold of that wrist and just bring it over a little bit more. So you've got this right down your side, even into your outer thigh and hip. And Cool. So reach and sway. Just breathe normally. Just think about going a little bit further on every reach that you do. Can I go a bit more? Can I go a bit more? 2 more if I. Okay, let's hold it. Join your hands or hold on and bring that arm over. Okay, let's go. Ooh. Okay, we've taken the spine forwards, we've taken it back, we've gone sideways, and we've rotated as well. So let's do a little bit for the neck. So take a breath, and as you breathe out, just look across to your shoulder. Just check that both shoulders face forwards. You're coming back into center, and just look across to the other side. Okay, back into center. Over to that first shoulder again. Take a peek over the shoulder. I can see the lie down. I can see the geese and the ducks. Oh, it's so lovely. Let's go across to the other shoulder. Peek over. And back to center. We're going to gently tilt ear towards your shoulder. This is the difficult one. If you've got a mirror, just check that you didn't lift or drop your shoulders. Come back to center and just tilt. Okay, over to that first side again. So if you're with me, you're tilting left, add the weight of your left hand. And back to center, let's tilt to the other side. Ooh. And we're ready. Have yourselves a quick drink, got some water here. I'm ready to roll back. Ready to sit down first even. Everybody's buying ice creams down there, so they keep having a sneaky grin and a nosy. What's she doing? What's she doing over there? Right, so we'll start right up to one end of the mat, so we can roll back all the way. Looks like there's chairs everywhere, doesn't it, on there? So what's that? Don't need all these chairs. Right, okay, so your hands are wider than your shoulders. And we're going to just very gently tilt the pelvis back so you get that nice curve in your spine. And we're going to go back and back and back until your elbows nearly touch, but not quite. And then come up to the top and lengthen up. Breathe in and breathe out around your spine and fold back. A little bit further. The abdominals are waking up now. Let's go again. Breathe in and breathe out as you roll yourself back. Can you go a fraction further? Touch down with your elbows. Okay. Let's go all the way down. So take your time, super slow and controlled. Well done. Oh. Could be anywhere, it's that hot here, everybody. So let's bring the knees in and just give your knees a hug. I don't mind a bit of sun, so it's okay for me. It does make you wrinkly though, that's what my ladies were saying on the other class. It's you wrinkly, you don't want too much sun. Okay, so we're going to hold one knee in and the other leg straight. So we're going to draw a circle with this one leg. Now, this is a really good exercise to make your core muscles work and to mobilize the hip joint. Okay, you've got this asymmetric pull. So remember, you're being pulled over to one side, so your core muscles have got to really grip tight to stop you rolling over. So try your best not to roll over. I have to keep my eyes closed. This is the last circle. And then change, the water's good. Change direction when you're back at the top. Didn't have much in it, eh? And if you're knocking things over, it shows that you're really doing a big swing, so I'm proud of you if you are. How wide, how low can you take your leg? Okay, let's make this the last one. And change to the other leg, bring it back at the top. And we're going to go smooth and round. So just think of the clock face. Are you smooth? Are there any times on that clock that feel a little bit more difficult? Textbook would say 5 and 7 are the most difficult times to sweep to. See if you follow that, or if you can book that trend. Okay, change direction when you're back at the top. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not being rude. I'm just closing my eyes. The sun is so bright. How nice. I think it's a luxury to be able to say that. It's been lousy. April was cold. May was cold. June wasn't fantastic. Okay. I can hear seagulls. It's like I'm by the seaside. Okay, this is your last one, and just bring those knees in close. So we're going to, on the theme of stretching and keeping you flexible now, so bring those knees in. We're going to do something that's called your piriformis stretch. It's a deep outer thigh muscle. You're going to cross the ankle over on the knee, lay your arms out to the side, and bring your legs in. Now, if it feels more comfortable to keep your foot down, that is fine as well. So what we're going to do is take the knee, take the legs across. We're going to go to the crossed over side first, because this will feel a lot more comfortable and easy. And try and tap down with your knee very lightly and come back to center. And just breathe in when you come back to the middle, and then carry on across to your other side. Ooh, and it's much more difficult. There's longer further to travel. And come back to center. So we're not going to switch legs yet, but I want you to bring your legs in closer so it goes to a stronger stretch. So that easy tap down first. So keep those legs in close as we go across to the other side. Away from your legs. Ooh. You don't feel a difference there between the two sides. Okay, let's switch. So as you bring your leg in, don't bring it too close, don't go too strong. Let's go first to that crossed over side. So again, I'm going to say look away from your legs, come back in, and keep it flowing and moving. And aim to get your big toe near the floor, the other side. And come back into center. And bring your legs in close. We're going over to that first side again. So this feels a little bit more difficult. And it will definitely feel more difficult now on this side. So carry on. Remember, you can keep one foot to the floor if you want to make it more comfortable. You'll still get the stretch. Okay. And have a little breather there. Just bring those knees in close. On the laptop, it's at 20 degrees. Can't imagine it 10 degrees hotter. Which is going to be on Sunday, apparently. Right, place your feet down. So be careful, folks. I think a lot of my chair base for my seniors are going to stay in. They don't need to go outside. Feet are wider than your hips. We're going to tip the pelvis back and forwards first. So it's just practice. Remember, we did the bowl of soup. Okay, so think about that once again. Tipping backwards, tipping forwards. Now we're going to tip back so that your tailbone is up, and we're going to peel up from the floor. Up and up and up. And just go a little bit below your highest points. Okay, and let's come down nice and smooth. Lay every bone of your spine down, all in their right order. Okay, ready to go again. It's a deep breath. Breathe out, tip back and peel away. Coming up a little bit higher, just a little bit. Okay, so you can feel the muscles of the buttocks and the lower back working. Now, if you lift your toes, makes it a little bit more intense. We're going to work at the back of the body. Okay, let's tip back and roll down. So I'm going to keep everything nice and relaxed today. We're going to have a nice stretching session. I want to lay down one leg, bring one knee in. This bent knee is going to go across the body. So lay your arms out to the side for your stabilizers. Let's breathe in first. Breathe out to sweep over. Aim to get your big toe close to the floor. And it's a great stretch for your back. Nice rotation stretch. Now, as we did in the other one, look away from your legs, as we did in the crossover stretch. This might feel a little bit more intense. Let's come back to center. Now we're going to go straight with the legs. So breathe in and breathe out to take it across. And again, look away from your leg. And just try and get your body to relax and get a really heavy relaxed feeling. That really helps you just to relax and those muscles to give a little bit. We're coming back to center. I hope you can hear me. I've just realized it's quite windy. Okay, let's switch to the other leg. We're going to bring the knee in and take this bent knee over. So I'm looking away. Did you manage to get your big toe to the floor? Not quite as easy for me on this side. Okay, give it a few seconds. Try and relax with it, because sometimes you're a little bit tense in the stretch, because it feels like you're being pulled a bit too much, and your body sort of contracts to save you from overstretching. Let's come back to center. And let's go along with this leg, long and straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, how does that feel? Definitely stronger. Think about how it feels compared to the other side. You find out your strengths and your weaknesses when you do Pilates. And sometimes it's a surprise. Come back to center. Ooh. Okay, feet down. We're going to do a nice relaxed slide and lengthen. So what we're going to do, find neutral with your pelvic girdle, so find that middle point. Set yourself there in position. And let's slide one leg down without your back pulling from the floor. And let's bring it in again. So it looks easy, but keeping your back perfectly fixed, not going into an arch as your leg goes down. It takes a little bit of concentration, so really focus. So extend your leg a bit longer, back stays perfectly still. Okay, breathe in and breathe out, and slide, extend. Okay, let's take the opposite arm on. So breathe in first, and close my eyes just for a second because it's so bright. And breathe out to extend. Now up to lengthen and stretch out longer. And then come back in. Breathe in, breathe out to extend. And come back in. Just going to do that once again, each side. So breathe in and breathe out as you extend. Now I want you to go as long as you can. Really reaching, really lengthening that leg. And come back in. Breathe in. Breathe out, slide and sweep. So that little bit longer reach. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to turn you over. So over onto your side. Because now I'm regretting kicking the water over. Doesn't matter, I'll survive. Right, so we're going to go to torpedo. I'm wondering if you can see me there. If I come right down, yes, you can you? Okay, so if you've got a little bit of head support, that is perfect. And do you know what I'm going to use? Because I've been so ditzy and left everything inside. I'm going to use a trainer. So anything just to give you a little bit of a lift, and that's actually not bad. So your shoulders, your hips, and your heels make a straight line. So you've got your hand on your thigh and your arms straight up. And you know if you're not quite straight, if you're on one cheek. So you shouldn't be on one cheek. You should have your hips pointing forwards. So let's take a breath. And as you breathe out, lift your legs and take your arm over. So we're going to go for length now. So I want to really reach, lift your chin. Now normally we would do crunches, we would do lots of things here, but today the challenge is just to lengthen and lift your legs. We're going for flexibility only today. Okay, let's return. And lay your hand on your thigh and come down. Take a breath, ready to lift again. Breathe out as you lift and sweep over. Chin up, stretch. Softly pointed toes. Legs come up a little bit. And you should be feeling a little pinch there. And if you just feel, you can feel those oblique muscles, your waist muscles working for you. Nice feeling. And return your arm to your thigh. Come down gently and curl up, which feels so nice after being stretched. So, open door stretch. We're going to take a deep breath in, fingertips down, and breathe out as you sweep this arm through the air. Now watch your hand as you go all the way over and look back to your hand. Give yourself a few seconds to relax. And we're coming back, take a deep breath. And return. And let's do that once again. Deep breath in. And breathe out as you lift, roll back. And come back. Woo. That always feels really nice. Okay, we're going to come up and switch. So we're going to do torpedo on the other side. Shouldn't have those things in the sun, should you? I've got my iPod in the sun. I just flipped it over. Okay. So a trusty shoe just to prop me up. And check that you are straight all the way down. Okay, quite straight there. Breathe in and breathe out as you lift your legs. Take your arm off your thigh. And that gentle stretch. So just think about your arm being under your ear and the top arm being over your ear. Okay, let's come back. Come down lightly with your legs. Deep breath in. Breathe out to lift again. Legs come up. If you're wobbling like mad, which you might do if you've never done this before, put your hand down, but maybe put your fingertips down. It's one of those positions that you will get. You will definitely get. Just got to persevere a little bit with it. Lift your legs. Feel the pinch. It's quite a tough position to hold. Stretch a little bit longer. Are you breathing? Okay. Return your arm. Feels great. Lower your legs down and bring those knees in. Okay, fingertips to the floor, ready for your open door stretch. So we're going to take a deep, wide breath in and breathe out to lift. And to watch your hand. Keep an eye on your hand. So just check that your knees don't open. Give yourself a few seconds. And get ready to come back. Breathe in. and return. Okay, let's do this again. Deep breath in and lift. So slow, controlled, relaxed. Aim to get your shoulder a little bit closer to the ground. Get ready to come back. Breathe in. And sweep back. Sounds like a real heavy sigh, doesn't it? It's a sigh of bliss. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come up. So this is where I'm going to get you to sit wide sitting. Now, I think most people aren't massively comfortable doing this, and I wish I'd have got 2 mats now, but it doesn't matter. So you're going to sit wide sitting here. And what we're going to do, make sure you've got your heels on something comfy, because your heels are kind of your pressure points here. Got something spiky under my knee. Okay, so what we're going to do is reach across to one side. Now, you might feel that you're completely stuck there. That's where, if you've got a little bit of height, I was going to say a phone direction, but crikey, they're about that thin. They're wafer thin, aren't they? So something that can elevate you. Cushion might be too spongy and springy. You want something that gives you a bit of a lift, and it's easier to tip forwards. If you don't have anything, don't worry. But we're going to go across to this one side. If you're very rigid in your lower back and your hips there, bend your knee just a little bit and just try and ease yourself across. If you're flexible, keep your legs straight and just push across. And we're just gradually easing into the stretch. Now, how does it feel? I know you're going to say uncomfortable. I know everybody does. If you're about age 3 or 4, you probably won't think anything of it and put your chest on your thigh and stuff. As we get older, we get so much more inflexible. Okay, 8 tiny pushes, and I want you to go a tiny bit further. So just count it with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now we're going to reach over to that side, sideways reaching, and just tiny pushes. Okay, I'm not going to do too many of these, but I want you to just do 8 tiny pushes more. So let's go 8, 7. Well done. And come on. Ooh. So that gets your sides, get your back, get your hamstrings. We're going to walk forwards. Don't go too far. Okay. Let's come back into spider. Bend your knees and take a walk forwards. And this is a nice stretch. You're going to feel it deep in the groin and across your lower back. Okay, and walk back. Let's go over to that second side. So you can either bend your knee in a bit or lay it down straight, whichever's best for you. And you can feel that really stretching down the back of your thigh and at your lower back as well. But it's so time consuming to really try and improve your flexibility. Try and do it when you've had a bath. Nobody has bath season. When you've had a shower, when you're warm, when you're flexible, when you've had a workout. Okay, 8 tiny pushes, folks. Let's see if we can just go a fraction further. 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, arms go over now. Let's reach. And tiny pushes. let's go for 8 more. 3, 2, 1, and come up. Okay, let's take a walk forwards again, see if we can get a little bit further. And you can feel it really strong down the inner thighs. Let's walk back. Into spider, knees bent. And let's go again. Try and go a little bit further forwards. You can do it. You can. Just a tiny bit more. Oh, yes, got that. Now let's come back. Just off the mats as you're coming back. Bringing all them up with me. Okay, everybody. I'm going to sit in mermaid next. So, just dust myself down. Okay, so I want you to place your foot to the inside of your knee. If you're not comfortable with that, you can do it here. And we're going to reach one side, then the other. Okay, I'm not going to do too many of these. Let's just have a look. I think I've started this a bit late, but we'll just do it briefly on both sides to be continued. Okay, so let's just start to reach. On one side will feel really comfortable, as in this side, that right side. This side not so much, and that's just because you've got your pelvis tilted down at one side and high at the other. Okay, so after we've done quite a few of these each way, pushing and pushing, we're going to go over to this comfortable side, this easier side. Take your chest down and try and just lay yourself down on that thigh. Now try and flatten down a little bit more. So you can feel it in the buttock muscle and across your back. Okay, let's come up. Ooh, and let's come into center. A little bit more tricky now at the center. Try and take your chest down so you're going to feel that in the groin, inner thighs, much stronger. And see if you can just push down a little bit flatter. I don't know if you can see me, folks. I'm hoping you can. So push down. Give it a few more seconds. Okay, and let's come back up. Sun's gone in. Let's go to the other side and start to reach one way, then the other. Shouldn't have said that. Come straight back out again. No bad thing. Ooh. So please keep drinking. You must keep drinking. I know I keep my water over, but please have a drink, especially if you're doing this somewhere warm. What are you doing for the rest of the day? Have you got anything nice planned? I'm going to the tip. Then it's a nice day. Okay, so let's go to that easy side and take your chest down. Do you ever get the urge to have a really good clear out sometimes and just throw all the stuff you don't use? Let's flatten down a bit. Get a little bit closer. And I'm just beginning to realise how many ants there are around here. Thought I was getting nipped. So come to centre. I'm used to it. Okay, so again, deep in the buttock muscle with that stretch. Let's go flatter to the floor. coming back up, everybody. Restack your spine. Ooh. Okay, let's turn over to hands and knees. And we're going to lift up into the cat stretch, so high as you can go with your back. Now drop down into cow. Yes, you can move if you like. And that high rise with your back, tuck your tail under. Let's go onto the fingertips to get even higher. Put your chin right down and push up with your back. And once again down into cow. And lift up to flat back. Tuck your toes under and walk back to your knees. And then a big push up onto your feet. And just see if you can keep your legs straight and touch your toes. Let's just gently roll up and restack. I always look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards anyway. If that's what you're thinking. Breathe in, lean back. Ooh. Wow, I can feel that big push forwards, round out your shoulders. And stretch again, high and straight. Breathe and circle all the way down and around. Breathe in and out. And we are done. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope there are people out there. This is lovely to do in the sun. And I hope it's nicer for you to see it in the sun as well. It's not quite as... looking for my glasses now, can't find them. Yeah, it's nicer. You get a nicer view, don't you, rather than looking at that blank wall in there. Right, glasses go on. Let's see if I can see anything at all. No, I can't because the light's shining off the screen. So hopefully you will join me at some stage. Fingers crossed, everything crossed. But lovely to be with you anyway, if there is anybody out there. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Oops, I don't know where it is. The light's bouncing off the screen. There we are. Bye-bye, folks. Bye-bye.